Hey y'all, welcome back. I don't even know what today is. Is today 17th? The 18th. I'm just pulling numbers. I'm not sure. It's Monday. That's what I've got. My name's Amy. Welcome to my world of random and craziness. And this is going to be Stitch With Me number. I have no idea because I did not look it up beforehand. The husband will insert somewhere. Please stay focused, Linda. Color of the day, because I totally forgot in my floss tube, because obviously I'm completely out of practice, is Bordeaux Glitz. Freaking love this color. It's actually a nice purple. It's coming up a little bit dark, but that's okay. Today I'm working on One Nation, and I am attempting to stitch this at the table, the one that you typically see behind me, because I didn't want to stitch on my Lowry stand with a bunch of stuff. I have stuff all over the place. And this pattern is kind of simple, as in it's repetitive as long as I can remember what the repeats are. So this is One Nation by Bygone Stitches, and I just felt the need to stitch this one. Started this on my live on was that Saturday? Oh, it feels like forever and a year ago already. It's flying by so quickly, and yet the weeks are dragging on so slowly. Does that make sense to anyone else but me? Is it just me? I did have a question asking, why do I call my phone Linda? And I know I've answered this a few times, so those of you who've been around for a minute will know, but I've had quite a few new subbies jump in and join my journey. So welcome, welcome. And I call my phone Linda because if you Google boy argues with Linda, or am I doing that over 3 or over 2? I'm hoping that's over 2, because if not, I'm off. I'm doing this on 32 count over 2, so hopefully I can do this okay. It's about a little boy who is arguing with, I believe, who is his aunt. I could be wrong. I've never had anyone actually clarify that for me, and every time I watch the video, all I hear is him screaming Linda. And he's basically arguing with Linda about why he and his cousin should have a cupcake. And it's super cute. It's super funny. And he's basically like yelling at her, saying that she needs to listen. So whenever my phone decides that it doesn't want to listen, or any technology, actually, any technology that I have that decides it doesn't want to cooperate because I don't know what I'm doing, I call it Linda. And just tell Linda to focus. But I also thought it would be nice to stitch over here to see if it's better for background wise, because I'm just on a wooden desktop. Oh geez. The problem is that I can't see what I'm doing or where I'm going. So this could serve as an issue, because I don't have my light that I typically use. And I'm almost out of this thread, but I should have just probably stitched that before I started filming, but that's alright. Oh, snap. I'm using the Victorian Motto True Wild Indigo for my blue. And I'm hoping, well, I was hoping that I was going to be able to stitch all the rest of the blue and start on the white with y'all, but of course I'm already having problems. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. I don't know if it's the floss or the fabric. It's first time stitching on either one. This is vintage country mocha linen, I think, from Picture This Plus. I've never stitched on it, and I've never stitched with Victorian Motto. So all I know is that my Victorian Motto is the ends are shredding really quickly. So, oh, I didn't bring scissors. Oh, I'm such an amateur. Please hold. I remembered everything else. No scissors. Oh, and I just hit the earthquake. I'm so sorry. Stop moving. We're good. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Don't touch the desk. Don't hit the pole. Everything's fine. We're all good here. Everything's fine. Okay. I don't have my Orc container either, and my ceiling fan is on, which means this is going to fly away rather quickly. Oh dear. Please hold. Don't hit the pole. Might as well grab my drink while I'm out. Okay, I'm back. I swear, everything's fine. We're all fine. 5 minutes in, and I've already, you know, done my thing. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't hit the camera. Don't hit the phone. Okay. And of course I was thinking about a tag, which, haha, how many of you just laughed? Because we all know that obviously I don't, I always think about them. I never remember to do them. What I'm doing now is preloading some needles. Which again, I should have done before I started recording, but that would be me being prepared, and apparently that's not something I do very well. And it's been a long time since we've done a stitch with me, so I figure we could sit and chat, and now I can't see where I'm going. Did I get it? Yeah. There's one. So everything in our little household, we're all doing well. The kids are still doing virtual learning. Come here, little buddy. I am starting all the things. I started this one on the live just because it was just really calling to me. And I have, I think I only have 2 new starts planned for this week coming up. I have One Nation Under God by Twin Peak Primitives. That will be my inauguration start on the 20th. Can't use that for full coverage fanatics, though. I can't use this one either. But I need to get back on my bingo is what I need to do. But these other projects are just calling to me right now. Oh, I also got another project. It's called Magic is on the Way, I do believe. From Lola Lotta. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's LOLALOTTA shop.com. And I was so excited because it's a picture of Harry asleep under the cabinet. Or under the stair... The cabinet? What? No. Under the stairs. And so I'm so super excited. I know I'm going to be fitting that one in soon because that one is a Russian design, which means I'm going to have to very, very carefully figure out where all my back stitch is going. And I actually really like the way they she did her pattern, because you see the one pattern with like all the cross stitches on it, and then the next pattern is all of the yeah, what is it called? Backstitching and French knots and all that stuff. So it's a really cute, it's not that big either, which is super nice. And this is my 3rd day working on this one, and I'm hoping to get into the white soon. I think I'm just gonna kind of color complete. I don't think there's any more blue in this pattern except for right here. Come on, little buddy, you can do it. Cooperate with me. I'm getting better at the 32. I'm not 100% confident with it. 18 is still my favorite stitch count on fabric. Wow. Okay, speaking and looking for holes at the same time is obviously not a talent of mine, but here we go. Just gonna keep going. I am using this to build the cabins, and I think I've already surpassed my 2,000, but I'm just gonna keep going. It's fine. It's fine. The thing I did not realize is that my light is coming from my right hand side, and so is my hand, so my hand is making a shadow. So I hope that's not... Am I in frame? Am I even, like, can you all see what I'm doing? I can't see what I'm doing. I'm not quite sure that matters, though. That's okay. Anyways. Oh boy, maybe this wasn't the best project to start a stitch with me. I thought it would be easy because the pattern is kind of... I can kind of memorize it. Well, I have kind of memorized it. But my lighting right now is not so hot. So I'm having a hard time seeing. So bear with me. Kids are doing okay. Hubby's still working from home. Why do I feel like I have a thing back here? Because I do. Did I get it? Okay. Are we still focused? All right, just checking. All the things you forget that you have to look and pay attention to when you're doing a stitch with me. But I hope everyone had a good New Year. Was able to celebrate. I spent mine for about a minute and a half with the family and then ran upstairs and started my Once Upon a Fairy Tale. As promised. Nope, that one's wrong. I can see that that one's wrong. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. I have to get used to 32 fabric because I'm doing four mirrors this year. I think that's what I have queued up. Wait, where am I going? I have to go that way to the right, so let's go this way. But I think that because I have quite a few new people, I'm gonna collect questions if I have them. I'm kind of hoping that I have them, so that way I have a starting conversation point. And I can use those for my Stitch With Me's. Because obviously I can't remember to get a tag to save my life. And the only question I saw so far was, why do I call my phone Linda? But if you ever need a pick-me-up or a real quick laugh, I'm telling you, go look up The Little Boy Who Argues with Linda. And that little boy fights and tries so hard to convince Linda, whoever she is to him, that he and I think it's his cousin, they deserve the cupcake because they can't do anything at Grandma's house. And it's not fair. That little boy's going to be a lawyer. I just know it. Just seems very, very fitting. I have fabric all over the place. I'm doing this with a very, very small margin of border. And that's alright. So my up here is okay, but down here is kind of loose. Like there's no fabric. It's alright. Trying to concentrate on too many things at once. So let's see. What else do we have going on? Whoops. Over there. There we go. Not much. I've just been stitching. Mr. Gidge is planning on getting out into the garage and playing with all of his woodworking tools, possibly to make a frame, which would be fantastic. I would love it if he could frame my pieces for me. We'll get it all figured out. Why does that one not look? 1, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Alright. I'm not going to argue with you, buddy. I do know that I prefer even weave over linen. Listen. Here. You. Stop with your shenanigans. Yep. Just because, like, even weave already makes me cross-eyed, linen does not help. Because not all of the warp and wefts are equal. So I never know if I'm actually right or if I'm... Do I have another knot? Dudes, what is going on? I have more than one. Fantastic. How is this happening? Okay, you apparently took over that one. And we're gonna pull this one out. I'm hoping this is focused, because I'm not looking at the screen anymore. Come on, little buddy. Typically you can pull one way or another, but right now we're just going to be difficult. Okay? It's fine. Just as stubborn, buddy. Just as stubborn. Listen. Got it. Now if I can figure out where you were from, so I can figure out what to pull. Is that my top leg? No, bottom one. Feeling it from my fingers. Okay, there we go. think I've got it all under control. Oh, earthquake. Oh, jeez. I'm never going to get good at this. It's because I've got my camera thingy too low. Whereas I'm used to it being over my head. Dude, stop shaking, man. Stop with the shakes. Everything's fine. We're good. Okay. Pull that way and then come back. There we go. I'll get it. I'll get it. I may not stitch this way next time. I just wanted to see if I could do it. And I'm not in frame. See, this is why this was a bad idea. It's all good though. Learning process. I am also rather curious if anyone else has any of the patterns that do I seriously have another knot? I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, come on. Dudes! Like, what is the deal? Stop! My thread's not that twisted. I just started. This is going to become an issue. Okay. We're just gonna keep going. Everything's fine. Let me loosen this thread up a little bit because I choked that one. Okay. And I'm doing the block here. Oh my good gravy. You know, I haven't had this problem until I decided to hit the record button. Isn't that how it typically goes? So we were talking about something, and then I got distracted with the knot again because I felt it as it was sliding through my fingers. Yep, don't remember. I was talking to my lovely friend Amy, who is Sprinklestein Stitches here on the floss tubes, and we were talking about how we have craft, but we don't remember why. And craft, in case anyone is wondering, is can't remember an effing thing. I won't use the curse word there, you can fill in the blank. Yeah. We've been upgraded from CRS to craft, and we can't remember why, which is fine. And I can't see. Alright, I have a feeling this one's not going up. 17 minutes in. I can't figure out what the heck is happening. I think I'm going to switch over to my Lowry. And we'll see if that does better. Please hold. And we're back. Moved everything over. I see a little bit of a shadow down here, but hopefully that's not too bothersome. Now I can go back to two-handed stitching, which I was doing this in hand, which was rather kind of nice, but that's alright. I didn't want to do it in hand, and y'all see, I mean, you're probably going to see my pajamas anyway when I flip this over, because it's Monday, there's no school, it's a jammy kind of day. But at least I can see the holes. And hopefully Linda is focused, somewhere-ish. And I think I'm in frame. My phone is a little bit higher, so I have a harder time seeing like where I'm at exactly. And let's try not to split threads. There we go. I also just went through and switched my subscription to Brandy, who is Stitch Me, and switched my fabrics from 18 count Ada to 28 count Lugana. Crazy, right? I know. But I really like the feel of Lugana. And since pretty much everything else is on 28 count, I figured, why not? That one looks really large to me. Okay, alright. That looks even with that one, so I'm gonna guess it's okay. Sometimes counting over 2 screws me up. But I guess the only way to get better at it is by doing it, right? Hopefully are we still good? I think so. I can't see how far down you can see. Okay. Well, you know, we're just going to make do with what we have. Professionalism is not what you're going to get on my channel. That's just, technology and I do not get along at all. typically ever. I take what I can get when it decides that we're going to work nicely for a moment. I would really like to be super cool and have the double screen. I'm just not there yet. But I also don't think it's necessary, I suppose, for me. I don't need the double screen. I just really like the way it looks. Then again, if you could see my face right now and how hard I have to concentrate, it may not be a pretty sight. So maybe no double screen for me. Let's think this over for a moment. Let me really think that through. Now, the hubby and I just edited the first real floss tube of the year, which is super exciting. I need to get better into, I want to get into a better schedule. And I know I say that every year, and every year I epically fail because at some point or another I forget, or something comes up, or life, mental health, all that sort of stuff kind of plays in. So guaranteeing every week, even though I super duper really want to try. So I don't want to make a promise I can't keep, but on the flip side, it is a goal this year to be a little more consistent. And I think this thread's just about had it. I'm coming up towards the end here. Whoop. I'm really, really grateful though that for the most part, everyone is super chill and understands that I'm super chill. So when you see my jammies underneath my project here when I flip this over, don't be alarmed. It's literally how pretty much we've all spent the last, I don't know, 8 months. Just comfortable clothes. Of course, we didn't go back to school shopping for the kiddos because, well, there was no back to school technically. So they've outgrown a lot of, we didn't go through the typical, everybody go through all of your clothes and donate everything that doesn't fit and let's get new stuff. Like reevaluate what does everyone need. We didn't technically do that this year. We should probably do it soon though. The whole spring cleaning thing and stuff. Although I never spring clean when it's spring. I don't know why. Okay. And, oh, did I flip it fast enough? Did you not see the jammies? Possibly. They're just pink pants with polka dots. Don't get excited. Nothing fancy schmancy over here. Oh, there's my other needles. Jeez Louise. I cannot be helped. I cannot be helped. And I know I say it over and over again, but I am so grateful and so thankful that y'all don't mind that my stitchy videos are talking about I don't even know what, because it's just whatever happens to fall out of my mouth in the moment. And I'm going to go ahead and tie up my hair real quick because it's getting in my way. I'm so glad that I've been using the, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Vegamore. It's the hair drop serum that you put into your hair, and it's supposed to help stimulate hair growth. Oh man, it's working. I started in June, and I am seeing a bunch of baby hair fuzz all over the place, and I'm super excited. Super excited. Also, side note, because that's what I do here, is I ramble about, I have literally no idea. There is no topic. There is no, direct straight line. There's a bunch of squirrels, rabbit holes, and I don't know how we got to the gopher. But we'll end up getting there at some point. For those who are new, just in case. There's no direct path in any of my videos, really. But Caroline from Off the Grid Needle Arts, a while ago, I mean, it feels like a while ago, it could have been a month ago, it could have been 7 months ago, I don't know. All time seems to make no sense right now at the moment. Especially now that we have a 3-day weekend that just got thrown in after having 3 weeks off. Anywho, mentioned that someone else had told her that sometimes the anesthetic that they put you on when you go under for a surgery or anything like that can sometimes lead to hair loss. And I'm wondering if that includes dental anesthetic. Because they didn't like knock me out to do dental work. But I did have the, whatever that gas is called. For a couple of my procedures. Because I did not want to remember having crowns put in. Or root canals. So I know we did that, I want to say like 3 or 4 times. So I'm wondering if that also has the same effect. I don't know if it's the same type of, not anesthetic. What is it called? Is it called anesthetic? Yep, brain fart. I have no idea. Now I can't even remember what it's called. I had it all when I was thinking about it. You know, I watch enough doctor shows, you'd think I'd know what the heck they were called. And I spoke to one, and the gentleman who was my mom's doctor, because now I can't remember the position. Anesthetic? Anesthesiologist? I feel like I'm on the right path, but I'm saying all the wrong words. Anyways, her doctor was completely awesome. Totally took care of her. But yeah, I'm wondering if it's along the same lines, and maybe that's why my hair loss was so dramatic. But either way, I'm just super glad to see baby fuzzy hairs popping up all over the place. I don't know how we got to that subject. See, there's another rabbit hole. Don't worry. We'll trip and fall through another one, possibly 2. And then we'll find the gopher at the end. I think I got tired of chasing squirrels. Now I'm just looking for the gopher. But I have to chase a ton of squirrels before I get to the gopher. And I don't know why it's a gopher. It just is. Could be a rabbit. Maybe it's a rabbit hole. Rabbit trail? I'm gonna check if I'm still in frame. I have to look really high. So far, so good. Okay. I think after this little section here, I'm gonna move. Make you snap up. I am so out of practice, y'all. It feels like it's been years and years since I've done a video. So, my floss tube video totally didn't mention my color street, which is so not like me. Didn't mention the coffee link. Oh yeah, speaking of, I have a coffee link. It's down below. Hopefully by doing that, the husband will see the fingers and will remember to put the coffee link down below. I was saving my pennies to get things for Mirabilia's Leilani. And do I want to go this way? Because now I forgot which way I'm going. And I've gotten everything I need for her except for, I think, 3 types of beads. So she's going to be one of the mirrors that I start. Leilani is a free chart. If you go onto the Mirabilia website, she's the hula dancer. Or you can just type in Leilani the hula dancer by Mira, and that's how I found her. She popped up right away. So now all the funds are being saved for me to get the PDF chart for my shadow lane, which is Japanese Garden. Because I've been told by the pros that the PDF will make it so much easier to understand which stitch or fancy stitch I have to do where. Specialty stitches, whatever they're called. They're fancy schmancy, and I don't know what any of them are, what they mean, or what they look like. That's the knowledge that I have. But I'm going to challenge myself, and I'm going to bust out and do a shadow lane anyway. It may take me umpteen years to finally, you know, get it done. But it's beautiful, and I'm doing it on black linen. Because, you know, if you're going to challenge yourself, you might as well go the hardest route possible. The more I keep talking about it, the more excited I get about starting it, which means I might be starting it someday soon. Am I still kind of, sort of in frame? Whoop. I think so. It doesn't help when you're super short. You can't see. Why is this so wobbly? What's going on here? I get that I moved it, but I literally moved it not enough to... There we go. I love my Lowry stand, but sometimes I also need to put some oil on her. I think it was Kim Hollenbeck, who said I could just put vegetable oil on, which sounds way better than spending the $20 I think I was going to spend for some sort of metal polish oil stuff, whatever it's called. So I'm going to try the vegetable oil, and if it works, perfect, and if not, then, well, I will try to find the polishing something for metal stuff. I am so not in practice at all. Like, I literally feel like I know nothing. I feel like we talked about nothing. And I still don't know where we're at. Holy crap, we're 30 minutes in already. What have we talked about? Kids are fine, the husband's fine, I'm doing fine. You know, as well as can be. I had a moment in there where I got a little nervous because my brother-in-law came over with his family, which, don't get me wrong, no big deal. I wasn't, like, freaked out. But I was outside talking to my neighbors for a while. We were at a safe distance. I haven't seen him since March. And so, last I knew, he was diagnosed with COVID and was not doing so well. And so I was really worried about him. So when I went outside to check out my brother-in-law's new car, I happened to see that, or no, not my brother-in-law. It was my husband's friend. It works out great because the husband is friends with my husband. The mom, the wife, is Jonah's teacher. And the daughter is Scarlett's best friend. I think all of that made sense. But he was over and he was showing us his new car that he just got. And I happened to see my neighbors outside, so I ran over across the street to talk to them for a few minutes. Keep in mind, I haven't been outside in, I don't know. I think the last time I went outside was when I went to go pick up my scripts, and that was like a month ago. And that wasn't even really outside. It was to my car, in the car, drive 20 minutes up the street, sit in a drive-through line, pick up the scripts, drive home. But I probably stood out there for about an hour talking to my neighbors, checking in on them, making sure they were okay, because I really was worried. And so, and she works in the food industry, so she's been at work. And so we just, you know, got to chit-chatting and talking, and how's business, and how are the kids, and all that sort of good stuff. And I haven't been outside that long, in, again, forever, what feels like forever anyway. And so the next morning I woke up and just felt kind of really stuffy, and my head was kind of all throbby. Man, I don't like it when I get to the end of these threads. They just shred. And again, I don't know if it's the floss or the fabric or a combination of the two, or just the way I'm pulling on stuff. Is that over? Nope. Okay. I'm also hoping that by doing this way, you can see my stitches a little bit better. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that you can, because I honestly don't know what you can see. Oh, I also need to do a video on tent stitch versus... Okay, see, now I have to unloosen that. Okay, maybe that's what happened last time, is I unloosened it to flip it. And then forgot to tighten it. And I put it back. There we go. I swear, I have lost my mind. And if anyone can find it and return it, that would be fantastic. Because I, a lot of times, feel like lately, I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going, who I'm talking to, what I'm talking about. Anyone else at that point in their lives right now? I do have to say that the online schooling this time around is going a lot smoother than the last time. I've had a lot less confusing questions about math, which is fantastic. Any questions that my kiddos have had, they've been able to ask teachers right away, whether it's a private chat or waiting until they do their Google Meets, because they do one at the beginning of the day and the end of the day. Scarlett has 3 teachers this time around, which doesn't, I don't know why. It doesn't make sense. Jonah still only has the 1, but neither of them are from the last semester. I think a lot of these teachers went back to, you're not in the right spot. No, you're not. You're supposed to be down here. Okay, so let's frog. Oh, except I started a new thread. Where did I start that new thread at? Mm-hmm. I'm hoping you were the new thread. Are you the new thread? Yes. Okay, cool. Works. Oh. I hit something. It's fine. Everything's fine. Again, I am ever so grateful that y'all hang around with the ramblings and the I don't know what I'm doing. Because even I seem to forget that I have not been stitching that long. And why are you not cooperating with me? Like, just lift. It's not hard. Dudes. I have had nothing but problems with you today. We went through all of this blue and not a problem. And now you're just going to be just mean. Stop it. What is happening right now? Seriously? Okay, you know what? It's not that much floss loss. I'm going to snip it because I don't know what's going on. Do not cut my fabric. Thank you. I have no idea what just happened there. Okay, you hang out over there and think about what you've done, and we'll come back to you. Because wow, that was getting difficult, people. I'm trying to see if you can see where I'm at. Now, where am I? I'm here, and I'm supposed to go here. There, I think. Jeez, I'm not even looking at the pattern at this point. Could also be dangerous. The person who can't remember anything is relying on her memory to figure out where the heck she's supposed to go. Okay, well, I think it's safe to say we'll get through this one line and we'll call it done. Because I'm pretty sure we're close to, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour already? Even though it feels like I've said nothing. We've done nothing. Isn't it weird how time works? Sitting there and talking to your friends and stitching, and you think you've, spent 5 minutes and gotten 10 stitches in, and then you realize you've been on for like an hour and you've only done 10 stitches. Mm-hmm. Yep, that pretty much happened when we were doing the live. Felt like everything was going so well, and then I looked up to see how long I was on there for, and it had been like 45 minutes. Oh, you know what else I just thought of? I don't think I posted my photo for today, or for last night, because I'm really, really bad about that. And I thought about setting an alarm to remind me. The problem is that I'll set the alarm, but I don't go to bed at the same time every night. And I try to post when, when I'm actually done stitching for the night, and then I go to bed. And then I'm supposed to go here and then here. Yeah? Boy, I hope so. Why does that feel like it was too far? Because it was. Off by 1. 32 count, man. You and I, we're going to learn to be friends, and we're going to learn to like each other. You don't have to like it, but it's happening. My eyeballs are going to learn to adjust to do the whole over 2 thing. And everything's going to be fine. I got not a lot of mirrors, don't get me wrong. I have 4. I finished one last year. It was Miss Cherry Blossom. I started her on my mom's birthday, what would have been her 66th birthday, and finished her on what would have been her 67th. And so I now have Leilani the Hula Dancer, Princess Eliana, shoot, what's the last one? Miss Dancing Flower, and Lady of the Flag. I have no idea when I'm starting the other 3. Lady of the Flag will be my 4th of July start. For sure. And am I still in frame? I really have to cross. Okay. I feel like my fingers might be in the way. I kind of can't help that. And I would tell you that one day I'll get better, but I don't want to make promises I can't keep. Let's just be real. Okay, couple more, and we'll call it good on this one, which I'm super excited about. This is technically my 3rd day working on it, and I feel like I've got decent progress. As long as I'm not recording, because, you know, that's when everything goes wrong, apparently. Everything was smooth sailing. I think it would be totally different if I actually expected myself to, you know, have professional standards, which I totally don't. But I don't have professional standards, so I don't know why I'm like, why everything's getting all crazy on me. Not necessary. Maybe it's just to give me something to talk about. The crazy floss, the fabric that doesn't fit on the Q-snap, that's now getting very loose down here at the bottom. Whoop. The fact that I literally can't count to 2. Oh, and I'm watching Nicole from Darvanelli Design Studios, who is doing her Halloween Quaker, and then Michelle is doing this, like, kind of stitch-along, stitch-with-me type thing for Halloween Quaker. Y'all know I got Halloween Quaker, right? Because a beautiful friend sent it to me, and I already picked out my fabric. It's called Banshee, and it was from the Halloween mystery box from Bestitch Me. So I've already picked out my fabric, and I think I'm going to start with the Cauldron silks that I got from Brandy. And I have a feeling that's going to be a start real soon. I'm just starting all the things. Like, I feel like I just want to start all the things so that way I can focus on each one. What is homework this week? For Magical Stitches. I think Oldest Whip. So that'll be Dragonkin or Magnificent Wizard. Okay, well, I got that far. We got the little stripedy stripe thing done. And then I'll go back and do this way. I think I only have to do it 2 more times. And then I can start on the white stars. 42 minutes. Holy jeez. What did we even talk about? Did we even talk about anything? Did y'all have a conversation without me? Because I'll get better. I promise. I promise to not promise to promise that I'll get better. Gotta just get back in the habit and get back of the flow and, you know, all the stuffs. But on that note, I'm going to bid you adieu. Say farewell. Stay random. Don't kiss your projects. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!